In this clip, I'll be going over the phases of the moon and explain to you about the Islamic months or the lunar months. Now, in this picture, you can see I've made a night sky. So first of all, what you have to understand is that in Islamically, the night comes before the day. So let's say we have day, and then we have night, and then we have day, and then we have night. Now what happens is that going this way, so let's say it's today's let's say it's the second today. Okay, so all of this would be considered the second normally in the solar calendar, and then this would be the third, etc. So the day starts off, number 2 starts off from the day over here, and it ends at the end of the night over here. The Islamic calendar is different. Okay, what I mean by that is the Islamic calendar, actually how it works is, let me just get rid of this. Islamic calendar actually works in this kind of a way. It actually starts from here. So the day would actually start from here all the way up to here. So the second would really start here, and then that would end. Then the next day would start. So it starts from the night, and that would be the first, etc. So it starts from the night. Night, day, night, day. So let's just get rid of this. Okay, so if we start off with the moon itself. First of all, the first moon that appears in the month is called a crescent, and it looks a bit like this. Let me just select a color. It looks a bit like that. You can hardly just about see it. Then what happens, it grows after a few days until it becomes more visible, and then it grows till it becomes a bit more visible, and then it grows more till it becomes more visible until it's like half there, and then it's almost there, until finally it becomes a full moon. And then what happens, it slowly begins to wane and becomes smaller, and then it becomes smaller going the other way, then it becomes smaller. Let's get a bigger size until finally it becomes small line again. Now this is the way we're going to go from right to left. Now the first moon phase is called the crescent. So here you have crescent, and this signifies the first of the month. Now this first of the month, okay, it works this way. So you have the first, and then it goes all the way up to the middle, which is the 14th, so the 14th day. So we have the first here, then it goes all the way down, second, third, etc., all to 14th. All is known as the full moon. We know the 14th as the full moon. Okay, now it goes down, it wanes until it reaches 20, 21, all the way up to 29. Now the 30th over here, okay, that's actually an issue, because when the sightings are done, the way it works is you have the 27th, then you have the 28th, then you have the 29th. Now the 30th, here is where the moon sighting is done. So on the end, at the end of the 29th day, when the next lunar day is going to begin, or the night, then what happens is that you have a moon sighting. will go to sight the moon. If the moon is sighted, okay, then what happens, it will be declared the first. So if there is a moon, yes, then it will be considered the first. And if there's no moon, then it's considered the 30th. And there can only possibly be 30 days. Okay, so if this is the 30th, then this would be the first, this would be the second. Otherwise, if that's not the 30th and this was the moon was sighted, crescent, sorry, then what would happen is that this would be the first, this would be the second, this would be the third. So there can only be a maximum of 30 days anyway. Okay, so that would be max. So if there are 30 days, then automatically the next day would become the first. Now the issue with the moon sighting itself, see, sometimes what can happen is that the moon, although it's there, it could be obscured. There may be some obstruction there that people can't see the moon. For example, let me show you. Let me just rub all this out. Okay, so let's just rub that out, and let's say we have the crescent over here, and what happens is that unfortunately, due to some reason, there's clouds in the sky. Okay, clouds in the sky, and so the crescent can't be seen visibly. So what happens is that even though that the crescent may be there, what will happen is that the date, so you have the 27th, 28th, 29th, the date would be considered to be the 30th because no moon was visible. No moon was sighted. And because there's no moon sighted, this would be the 30th, and automatically the next day would become the first. No moon sighting is necessary for that. I hope you understood that. If you have any questions, please leave in the comment box.